Hello everyone, my name is Frankie, is what I would have said if I never came out. Today I'm going to talk about my experience with coming out, more or less as trans. What I've experienced, the worst of it will remain censored and semi-skipped over. However, if you're planning to come out as trans, don't fret. This has a happy ending. Over 10 years of feeling something wrong, not normal. I can never explain it. It wasn't a great feeling, albeit. I'd often keep quiet about this feeling. This urge. The urge to break out of this hardened shell called my body. If I did talk about this issue, it would be to close friends or my partners. Around the age of 14, I was walking into my high school. I overheard two younger boys talking about me. It was normal. I'm known for screaming and fighting. But their subject wasn't about my actions. They just called me a boy, and at that time, it felt right. During this time, I came out as non-binary. I got severely bullied because I wasn't the social norm. They'd often mock me and made coming out to be a joke to them. What did my school do? Nothing. I was forced into isolation rooms that ruined my self-esteem more. Later on, as a 15-year-old, I couldn't sleep. I still couldn't understand who I was, what I was. So I spoke to my boyfriend at the time. Throughout that conversation, he made me realize who I really am. I am transgender. We were stumped for names. However, when I came out, it was a musician's birthday. Javon Monroe's birthday, to be exact. So my name was to honor him, Jay. It didn't feel right, so I asked my friend, and she said, "Why not ask Jay? It's close to SJ," and it stuck. As I came out to my dad, he replied with this message. As he didn't really understand what being trans is like, as he did say a transgender, he decided to research pretty much the basics of this. My family has a few people in the LGBT community, but I'm the only one who came out as trans, and I'm the first trans family member as of yet. They are learning to use preferred pronouns and name. My mother's side, however, was my downfall in my hometown. Once word got around that I was trans, school told my mum, who didn't take it all that well. They trapped me at home, turned off the Wi-Fi, anything that would get me to talk to people for support. It was unbearable. I snuck out of the house many times because of fear and would occasionally stay at my dad's friend's house and job just to clear my head and to get out the way. I told Dad, which led to my final week in that town. I got sad news told earlier in the day, and I couldn't sleep, so I began crying. I can never forget the words that prick of a stepfather said to me. "You are not a boy, you're a spoiled brat, and I will kill your dad too if you keep lying about yourself." That was the last warning to leave. They craved me to leave. I left all my friends who supported me, and still do to this day. I just wish I left on a happier note instead of telling them I got kicked out. My dad told me to live with him and took me in. I now live with my grandparents, my dad, and my aunt. My new high school, however, accepted me as a male. I was allowed to change in my own changing room without anyone staring. I bought a binder to help lower my dysphoria, and I made great friends in that school. College came around shortly after. I got my lanyard to have Ashley on my name. And I met amazing people and joined 2 LGBT+ related communities. My dad is planning to get my name legally changed to Ashley Jack for Christmas. And I've got an amazing boyfriend whom I love and a group of supportive friends. I guess my experience of coming out as a trans guy is rather mixed. I'm recovering slowly from the painful memories, and there are still more memories to come, but I'll be ready to face them, because I've dealt with the worst of it. Within the first year, I managed to get most of the basics done. All I need to do is get on the waiting list and start having medical treatment. I would say please don't worry about coming out, because in the end, you'll have many people supporting you, no matter the outcome. You are still a human. You are not something that they think is unreal. You are real. You are valid. Thank you.